Welcome back to another Outdoor Philosophy. Well, we are going to talk today about minimalism and moving. So I'm moving my production over to a new office, a new area, and this is actually it's a nice location because there's an outside balcony and a lot of other perks to recording over here. So I want to talk about how you move things around as a minimalist, and one of those issues and pitfalls and challenges and issues in minimalism is that we tend to accumulate too much stuff when we move. And if you've ever moved, and I've moved a lot over my days, I mean, I did my undergrad, then you do your graduate. During your graduate work, you invariably move apartments a couple times, just chasing the better places to be, and then you move for your interns, you move for your for your first job, your second job. I've moved a lot. Even as a younger person, I've also moved a lot in those times as well. And so it's I thought it was really telling to sit here and say, let's talk about moving and minimalism, because as you're doing all this kind of stuff, then anytime you move, you invariably end up buying a lot of extra stuff. And some of it you really just can't avoid. Most places don't come with shower curtains, and so you need to go out in the store and buy shower curtains, and you get stuff like that. And so what I want to talk about today is as I'm making this progressionist move, one of the things you want to try and do is reuse as much stuff as you possibly can. And this is kind of a neat and important thing because I started looking around. In minimalism, everything has a home. Everything has a purpose. Everything has a place. And one of the things that really helps me organize, and it would probably help you too if you don't, is I have a place for my hat. When I walk in my front door, my hat has a home. There is right now a hook right inside the door. I come in, I take off my hat, and I set it on a hook, and it sits there, and I know exactly where my hat is. Right above that hook, I have another hook which has keys. So my keys, they don't walk around the house. My keys come right in, the hat goes on the hook, and the keys go on the hook. So all these different things. So I'm looking at this new place. I'm like, well, where do I hang something for keys? And then I'm thinking, what do you have? What can you use? The kitchen, where you enter in the kitchen area, and the kitchen is mostly an empty space because I don't have a lot. And this kitchen is huge. It's going to be really cool to record the home cooking hacks. So that space, I walk in, I'm like, well, I have 2 items listed on Craigslist right now that basically the place I'm in now, there's no doors, like there's no cupboards or no drawers really. I actually call it the commando kitchen. My kitchen has no drawers. So I actually had to go and buy plastic drawers just to have drawers and things to put stuff. And so I'm going to be getting rid of those. But they also had no cabinets, no medicine cabinet, no anything in the bathroom. Literally, you go in, it's a tiny sink attached to the wall, a mirror attached to the wall, and a toilet and a shower, and that is it. And so I end up having to buy, for organization purposes and just not have stuff laying all over, I'm having to buy these bathroom organizers. Well, now that I'm moving out of that place, I don't need the bathroom organizers, so I put them up on Craigslist to see if there's any buyers. Then I'm looking around this place going, you know what? I'm going to keep at least one of those because that bathroom organizer is going to turn its way into a kitchen organizer, because that is provide a spot, and there's a spot right inside the door where right inside the door will be my kitchen organizer, that bathroom organizer turned kitchen, where I'm just going to do it's cheap particle board crap anyway, so I'm just going to screw some my hooks back in there. I'm going to have a place for the different keys. That way you can come right on in. I'll have, basically just set the hat. There's like 3 shelves on the thing. I'll set the hat right on one of the shelves. I'll have all my outgoing mail right on one of the shelves. And then I'll have all the hooks. So you come in, you just set the keys right on the hooks. Grab them to leave. So I'm trying to figure out how can I make this move, and my goal is to make this move buying as few things as possible. Other things I need to buy is this new place has hardwood floors all throughout it, and so I did end up buying like the felt bottoms for the furniture and stuff, so I'm not scratching up hardwood floors, moving stuff around. So I'm doing stuff like that. The other thing that I'm doing is it's acceptable to get something that's going to help make the move out procedures better. So instead of hanging a bunch of things on the wall like I've done for organization, of like my organizing bins, What I'm actually doing now is I'm going to be taking those organization bin things off, and I'm actually end up buying some pegboard for like, I think it's like $7 or $8. So I bought some pegboard, and I bought just another piece of board back that I put back with it, just so that it has enough to stabilize it. And then with that stabilization, then I'll be able to put that pegboard, attach that pegboard to the wall. And now with that extra pegboard, the pegboard's going to be good. It's going to be fully attached to the wall, but then that's really only 2 screw holes instead of 15 or 20. Now everything else that I have is going to be attached to that pegboard, so it makes the move out procedure easier because I'm making less holes in the wall. And then I'm actually going to do is use some of those felt padded things I got for the furniture and line the back with it so there's no scuff marks on the wall either. So it's trying to figure out how to do these types of things, repurpose what you have, but also it's an opportunity as I'm moving into a newer place to do another final examination of what is the stuff that's out there, what is that type of stuff that I may not need. So one of the things I'm going through right now is all the old files from college, grad school, even back into high school. I still have a lot of old files that I can actually get rid of most of these. I can literally get rid of most of these. And that's what I'm doing is I'm scanning through those. And it's a long process. It is taking a while, but I'm scanning all those into the systems just to make sure that everything is good, everything is right, and making digital backups, including those in my digital files, because I don't need all those papers laying around. In fact, that thing was over 100 pounds of papers, and it's down right now to less than 30, I'd say, and I still have a little bit more time to go. So it's that time to make that extra final step, and then now as I've adopted this minimalist life, now I can make a home for even the little things that may not have had a home necessarily, that I was still trying to figure out what to do, because it kind of forces you to take everything from one thing and rebuild it into something else. And the goal is to move into this new place without having any of that other stuff going on. So hopefully that is going to be a better situation, and we'll get a chance to see how that unfolds as we encounter moving with minimalism in here down the road. So that's what I want to talk about here today on this outdoor philosophy. So thanks for coming along, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel and check a look at the links down below, particularly if you found this interesting or helpful and you want to help support the channel. Check a look at the links down below, and that helps me out. So thanks for watching. Enjoy your daily walk in our Lord.